The CW Twin Cities presents See What's Now, your entertainment news source.
Hey everybody, John Foss, CW Twin Cities, and I am talking to some local celebrities here. The Nguyen family, you guys were just on Family Feud. Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was very welcoming when we got there. Everyone made us feel at home, so it was pretty easy. Once we got up on stage, it's actually the first time that you meet Steve when you get up on stage and actually run the show. So we didn't know what to expect right away, but he made it just very comfortable and super relaxed. So it was a lot of fun. We just basically had to go and play a child's game and see if we could win some money. So it was a lot of fun.
Cool. How did you guys get involved with this? Did somebody in the family send an email?
Yeah, this one right here.
I actually saw a post on Facebook, and it was like
on the CW Twin Cities Facebook.
They
awesome.
said, "Hey, we're doing open casting," and I was jokingly sending a family group text, and I was like, "We should do this." And they're like, "If you do all the work, we'll show up," pretty much.
Were you a big fan of the show, or how did you?
We watch it quite a bit. We're pretty competitive. We've never talked about doing this, but we're just like, hey, if they're coming here, why not?
Yeah.
So we got kind of a schedule together. We all kind of coordinated it. My brother-in-law and my sister got babysitters. We're like, let's make a fun day out of it. And we just started the process and went on from audition to phone call to phone call. So, I mean, it was pretty exhausting. We did this starting almost a year or over a year ago. So last September, we did the Minneapolis Convention Center, did the audition, and now we're here, so.
Yeah, it was about 8 months between the audition to actually going to film the show, which was pretty cool. And then during that process, we had to be a little diplomatic with other family members that weren't part of the family on the Feud.
Yeah. So tell me about the process when you guys get to the auditions. What did you have to do to be a part of it?
So they put in some room with about 30 families, and then you do a mock game. And then they want to see how you interact with your team and the other people and so forth. And so after that, they put a check mark on our application, and then we got an on-site interview right after that. So, cool. And then we got an email saying that we in the system, and then a few weeks later we got a phone call interview, and then a few months later we were able to go tape the show.
Did you have strategy or anything going in? Did you guys dress alike? Did you have a rap? These are some of the strategies other people had.
Well, you know, our last name is Nguyen, obviously, so we did our hashtag winning.
Okay. Oh yeah,
so,
I did see that.
We did our hashtag winning, so that might go viral, you know. So I think they really like that, and I mean, we're just always really, really fun and energetic, and they just said kind of get that on camera, and there wasn't really about winning or losing the game. They just kind of want to see how you interact, and then like our family, like I said, we're super competitive, so we actually won the games too. So we got to give them a little bit of flavor of like what we could be on TV. But yeah, so we got to win the auditions, and I think that they just really liked our energy. So.
Have you guys played before, or what's the secret as far as like winning the audition? Did you guys do any practice?
So I don't know if this helps. We actually got the Family Feud board game, or the home game. I don't know if that helps. There's no telling if it did, but we definitely played a lot of Feud before the audition just to try to, just to kind of warm up. So it was that may or may not have helped. I don't know.
We watched our fair share of the show
Yeah.
leading up to the auditions.
Yeah.
That helps us.
Yeah, and that was actually our homework too, was just watch the show. And, we were like, hey, what can we do to get an edge? And we just watch the show. Yeah, just continue to watch.
I actually have the Family Feud app on my phone.
Okay.
I play a lot actually on my trips and things like that. So.
Cool. So, so you guys do the audition. What happens next?
It's a waiting game. You literally just wait, and then we got an email, and they're like, hey, here's our schedule, like what works for you guys, and then if we can like coordinate schedules, they'll fly us down. So we were lucky enough to get picked, and they flew us down to Atlanta, and then it's kind of like another scheduled audition. So they say, you get flown down, but it's not a guarantee that your family will be on. So you get to kind of see how everything works on set and things like that, and then you do like a dry run with other families on there. Again, playing the game, interacting with a fake host for the day.
And did you guys win that?
I can't remember. I don't remember. But again, they just kind of want to, they just want to, they were in the zone. I think they just want to see how you do with the lights and the cameras and, with the audience and things there. And then you kind of sit around, hang out, you get to hang out with other families, and then one by one they start matching up families to play against each other. So we get to sit in the audience for a little bit since we didn't get picked right away. And then you just kind of hope for the best and hope that your family gets picked.
And when you're sitting in the audience, you're just hardcore cheering, so you can show how great you can cheer.
Yeah.
So they're like, look at those guys cheering. These guys need to be on the show.
I'm gonna out-cheer this family. Make sure that Steve sees it.
Well, if you watch a show, you like have to recap the answers with Steve Harvey later.
Oh, you
so
do?
You're in there, whenever someone doesn't get an answer and then the board flips, you yell that. So you kind of want to be that high energy in the audience too. And they tell you might be on camera, so you want to look your best sitting there, you know. So it's always like
lot of
you're
work. Cheering's
on.
a lot of work.
Yes,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
a lot of
Your
work.
face hurts from smiling at the end of the day.
That's awesome.
2 hours a game, so
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
sitting there clapping
Yeah.
and having fun. So it's a good
Steve's
time.
on the whole time. Like his comedy and his humor is on the whole time. So sitting there laughing, your guts hurting after hours of watching other families and trying to keep that energy up.
Wow. So what's the moment like when you find out you're going on the show? That you're actually going to come up and play?
It's kind of, I mean, you kind of expect to go up there and you're like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna go, but you never really know when you're gonna get called. So as soon as you do, it's like, okay, nerves followed by zone. You just gotta do this.
Did you black out again?
3 times, 3 separate occasions.
I was possessed. What happened?
I don't even know what happened. Did we win? I don't know what happened.
I'm back.
A lot of excitement. They hype you up.
Yeah.
You get a lot of energy. I think the coolest thing, it sounds really, really dorky, but they pin your name on there, and then it just feels like official.
Yeah,
And then
like
they
I
get,
deserve, I'm here.
I'm
like
here.
I
I'm
should-
finally
yeah.
here. You know. So
Yeah.
you don't actually get name tags until you're actually on the show.
Okay.
So like you put them on, and then they actually escort you out there, and then kind of get you hyped up with the audience. And
So it's
then-
kind of a status symbol amongst the other people. You're kind of like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed this.
They don't want you to keep the name tag though. It's kind of
They don't let
sad.
you keep it?
No,
Really?
You have to
Why?
give it back. I don't know.
Because
We
they
asked
think
for
you'll
it.
just walk around playing the game.
I guess,
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know, but that would have been a cool
Just start
keepsake, right?
clapping, yeah, just randomly.
I think we were all in the zone. Like, I think there was some nerves. And then when we get ready to go out on stage for the first time, they play All I Do Is Win.
That's
I
our
think
song
that,
too.
that just locked us in the zone there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It was,
I got you pumped up.
going to be a good game then.
Yeah, you feel like the audience is going to be a distraction though, and it really isn't. I mean, for me anyway, when I was up there, you just sort of don't focus on the audience. You've got this live studio audience watching your every move and listening
Yeah.
to you, and you feel like that's going to be nerve-wracking, but it's really not. You kind of zone them out. Like, I just come in the zone all the time, but you just sort of zone them out, play the game. You don't even really think about them at all. You sort of hear in the background, but that was for me kind of a different experience or something that I didn't expect.
And Steve was kind of giving you a hard time?
Yeah, he did. I thought, hey, let's be memorable. Don't be forget.
Were you trying to out Steve? Were you trying to out Steve?
Yeah, that didn't work very well.
Problem?
He did help me out with like some dating advices and things like that. So it's
What were
pretty
some
cool.
of the tips?
Like he found out I'm single,
Okay.
and so he helped me like hey here's what you should look for and things like that. So
Okay.
hopefully he'll help me find my future wife.
So for the viewers
shout-outs.
that may be tuning in and now they want to see where are they now, did the advice work yet, or is it still a work in progress?
It's still a work in progress. I'll say that.
He wants to wait
Okay.
till the show is aired to see
Yeah,
like, kind of
exactly,
who
'cause-
comes out of the woodwork.
Right,
You know?
because it's going to open up the field.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, you're going to blow up.
Hopefully, especially after this interview, I'm gonna blow up.
Well, obviously.
It's 42 years work in progress.
I would
43
say,
now. 43.
I would say if he ever bumps into Steve Harvey, he does have a wingman though.
Exactly.
Steve was a big fan.
Yeah.
So you should take you to a bar and then just kind of like,
I should walk around with Steve Harvey poster around.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know this guy.
or at least you could like wear Steve Harvey's mustache around.
Yeah, because I can't grow my own facial hair, so that definitely would help. Yes.
Every first date from here on out is going to be a story about how he
I
met
think
Steve
that's
Harvey.
what works for
True.
Steve. So
Yeah.
you know, the mustache.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah, for
only
sure.
Steve Harvey can pull that off. I mean, that is like one pristine mustache. When you're up close and personal, you're like, man, that's a nice mustache.
impressive.
Yeah.
So it is impressive.
It
You
is
get
very
lost, you get
impressive.
lost in his eyes. Dude.
So it's like eyes, mustache.
And his smile, his teeth
Really?
are so white. Awesome guy though. He just made it that much more fun too.
And he's
Very
just
natural.
he's just cracking jokes the whole
Yeah,
time.
just
and
cracking jokes.
Yeah.
Makes it really
He's just on for 8
natural.
hours, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
He can joke with you, ask good questions, and just kind of keeps it flowing. But at the same time, like I said, like you don't really feel like there's an audience or there's cameras. You're just hanging out with Steve Harvey.
You could tell he was appreciative that all these people came out to see him and watch the show too. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, for sure.
So overall, it sounds like it was a pretty good experience.
It
Yeah.
was good.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We're excited to see it on TV
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah.
So we haven't told our parents, we haven't told anyone if we won or lost or anything like that. So
Is it
it'll be
hard not to
exciting.
tell people?
Yeah.
Does it ever slip? Does it ever slip?
We actually had some family that drove down to watch it in the audience. So besides them, they're the only people that know. But it's been, I think we're just really excited because we're going to watch it all together. We're having a little watch party. So they'll get to find out when the rest of the people will find out on TV too.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Nguyen family, thanks for being with us, and make sure you check them out November 1st at 6 p.m. right here on the CW Twin Cities.